Well, GM, G to the M. Great morning, my friends, DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Fortune Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, builders, pivoters, pioneers, pursuers, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back. And welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel, baby. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, on this tremendous Thursday morning, we got one hell of a show on tap for you here to help you start your day the right way, baby. We got more motivation, more inspiration, and more good vibrations coming your way. And you're going to know what to do with over the next hour and a half, my friends. But without further ado, on this beautiful November the 24th, 21st, 2024. I hope you're ready to wake up like never before. But before we can officially get this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks of change, or the proverbial show boat soaring and sifting and drifting through the waves of opportunity, I must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe if you can find it in that big old heart of yours to do so, and you haven't done so already, maybe you could smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over yonder as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Speaking of show, if you're enjoying this morning's program, hit that like button on here while you're sitting around laughing too one time for the one time. If you're watching the show on Rumble, hit a subscribe, hit a notification bell, hit a like over there if that is your platform of choosing for ingesting this fine morning program. Or if you enjoy X and you're watching over there, maybe hit a like, maybe hit a repost, hell, even hit a quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline why you're tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And if you are listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory like Apple, Amazon Music, or perhaps even Spotify, maybe you could give us a follow or leave us a 5-star rating or just smash the absolute hell out of whatever button is currently on your screen right now. We can't thank you enough when you do all of those things because it only helps us grow and flow on those platforms as well, baby. As for all of you beautiful human beings watching this fine show, either to the live stream or to the recording, we can't thank you enough for smashing those buttons and getting that algo going and flowing this morning. But if you haven't not yet done it, if you haven't already, if you haven't checked those boxes for the Forge and Fuel boys, you may be rude. Why should I do that? Well, just as 47 said, don't be rude. But also, maybe this show makes you laugh. Maybe this show makes you cry. Maybe this show makes you think. Maybe this show just comes upon a time and allows you to go, I never thought of it that way before. Well, if so, be a friend, tell a friend, don't be a host, share the show, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's flow. My friends, I've said we, I've said us. I've said boys and fellas a few times, but you've only seen me on the screen. However, you have heard the soundboard once or twice so far this morning. So that means Mr. Producer is here live in prime time with us, Derek DZ Snow, DEEZYY, actually on the opposite side of that wall. Literally. Literally on the opposite side of that wall, usually in his own location doing his own thing. But me and Deez, we got a little boys trip coming up this weekend. We'll have a little fun. We're doing some shit. He is literally on the other side of that wall right now. If I peeled that back, you would see a wall. So I can't just peel that back and he's there or anything, but like there's a wall there. So he's right there. Who's say, who's know? Hi, Deez. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Who's say, who's know? But we also have another man joining us on this show. A man who, without him, we wouldn't have half the program that we do. So without further ado, my friends, please welcome in the yin to my yang.
What?
The fire to my ice.
What?
The heads to my tails.
What?
The forge to my fuel.
What?
The owner of the Grandpa Ape Country Club.
What?
The lead pro on the GACC Greens, if you will.
What?
A professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog, more songs in there, and if he ever grabs a doggone record and slaps it on a turntable in a club you find yourself into, it is going to be incredibly hard for you not to start moving your body and gyrating in ways you didn't know possible, making him a human iPod.
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
The jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus Peace dangling.
What?
President of St. Louis, Missouri.
What?
Sweet James Jones himself.
What?
The one, the only, with an emphasis on the one.
What?
He's
What?
DJ Swirl One.
What?
What?
Yo! How's it going, everybody? I'm out here. I'm back at the HQ. I'm feeling like myself again. I mean,
Got my mic right here. Check, check, check. Can you hear that? Oh, yeah. Smooth, right? Nice. Look at this. Got the background going. Forge of Fuel in the house. Great for a Thursday morning. Come on, come on. Hey, we are literally running out of November. We've got these guys going to Thanksgiving this weekend, and Thanksgiving for the rest of the United States is next week. So, man, if you've been putting off getting some momentum, now might be the time to do so. Speaking of momentum, this show is picking up some steam. We could use a little help from you, though. Do me a favor. Do like I did yesterday. Send a text out. Let everybody know, hey, guess what? These guys are back on it. I told you guys, hey, you're up right now. I just turned this on real quick. I know you're getting your workout in. I know you're doing your makeup, whatever. Just put that in there. You know what I mean? Put that out there. Let them know it's there. I'm telling you, yesterday, I was having amazing conversations. Maybe it was my shirt, and maybe it was just the fact that I don't mind making eye contact. I talk to people all over the place, and everybody I talked to, I shared the show. Not only that, I literally watched somebody go, where's it at? I said, here, just give me your phone. So I went to YouTube, I handed it to them, and they clicked the subscribe button right in front of me. So if I can do it, you can too. Speaking of which, I don't know if you've looked, but all that money that Capp lost on the crypto, it's at 98K for Bitcoin. No big deal, 97.
Wait a
I'm just
minute,
saying.
bitch.
Hey, we don't know nothing.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor.
Yeah.
People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay?
So, hey, you want to laugh? You want to look at us like we won't know what we're talking about? We called FBTC way back when it came out at 30. What's it at now, right now, Cap?
It would be right around $84, $85, good sir.
I'm just saying, you would have put $1 there and you would have listened to us. It could have been amazing. Maybe ready. I'm just telling you, we are trying to change lives every single day we're in here. So maybe today's the day we help to change your life, or maybe somebody you know. So let's get into this flow. I'm fired up and ready to go. Oh my God. Did you hear that, Cap? Come on, baby.
Did I hear that, Swirl One? I'm fired to fuck up, dude.
Oh, man.
Hey, hold on, slow down. Give me a cheers over there, dude. I'm
Oh, fuck yeah. You got it, bro. Right here. Look at that.
Good morning, Vietnam. Woo, come on.
Man. Hey, I got my Denver cup out here. Shout out my mom. Shout out my boy, Evil Gus,
Shout out Evil Gus. Shout out the beautiful Birdie Rose.
Yep.
Hey, who's to say, who's to knows? But, speaking of fired up, sometimes the boys will be the boys, and they'll get a little fired up. And we'll go have a little fun, Maybe sometimes they do some shit that the chicks look and they go, what the hell's going on? Why y'all huddled around in a circle and watching two rams go from one end of the circle to the other and just headbutt each other? What the hell is wrong with you guys? That doesn't make any sense. And we're over there just laughing our asses off, loving every minute of it. Well, sometimes when we're finding ourselves at an event like that, not that I can say I've ever been to any chicken fighting or anything like that. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe sometimes we get really into it. Us fellas, we get really into the action one time for the one time. And, sometimes when we're so into the action, we forget to pay attention to our surroundings. So, my friends, this is a reminder for you here this morning to pay attention to your surroundings.
Yo, who was hitting who there? What just happened? Who hit who? Oh my God, we had two Rams.
You don't get it till the second time because you're watching the Rams. You missed the guys.
they're like watching. They're both like a camera going with this thing, man. Do it again. D's running. I gotta see it again. Run it again. Oh my! That would be a flag at the NFL. Man, no problem. Flag all day. They would flag that play. That person was not paying attention, an unaware receiver. I don't even know what the flag or penalty would be, but there's definitely something with that.
Dude, did they fucking fall?
Hey, I'm not gonna say that I haven't done something similar to that before. So I'll say it. I have literally run into a buddy doing stupid shit like that. Now maybe it wasn't two Rams trying to go out, and I might not have hit the ground, but it was still a collision nonetheless.
100%. If you've played sports or been in PE or you've just been around the boys in any capacity, you know, maybe there's a football game going on over here, and then all of a sudden somebody crosses X routes, and next thing you know, you're laid the fuck out, Bobby. Who's to say? Who's to know? I thought the boys
seen two
would
guys
that.
almost knock each other out trying to run from a car that was coming out. And they both like trying to cross the opposite way. It was like everybody kind of laughed. The car stopped. Everybody was like, "Y'all good?" Car meets, man. You can see some funny shit there.
Oh shit!
That was pretty funny.
Oh shit! Pay attention to your surroundings, kids. You never know when there is another 250+ pound man barreling his way right at your face. Who is to say? Who is to know? Oh, but there's your opening laugh. Your morning knee slapper of this fine show. And that's about all I got to mention here on the opening thoughts. Any other perspective? I know we hit Bitcoin. Reminders. I think I get anything good from you over there, Swirl One?
Reminders. You know, basically, hey, if you still have warm weather right now, go outside and enjoy the hell out of that. How about that? Because there's a lot of people that don't. It's nasty outside. You might even hear the wind chimes because they're literally on the other side of this wall right here. It is blowing crazy outside. So if your weather is nice, do us all a favor. Go enjoy it for us, please. Go outside and get some run in or something because we need that. I wish
very much so. It is. I don't know what the hell happened, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I hit the gym yesterday about 10 o'clock. Once we got done here, got all my shit together. About 40-some degrees. A little sun, a little action. I'm feeling pretty good. I said, ooh, yeah, last few couple days of this weekend. I get out of the gym. It's still pretty decent. Let's go, baby. Come on. Gonna be a great day. D shows up last night, and I opened the door to let him in, and it's 34 fucking degrees. And I said, what the fuck is going on? I'm in shorts and no shirt. And I said, what the fuck is happening? Started snowing last night, that wonderful wintry mix that we all know and love. It's actually happening right now. I'm looking down at my little weather app down there in the bottom left corner of my screen. Light rain and snow today. Prepare 37 degrees. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's looking beautiful out there, kids. So, you know, maybe it is a little cold where you are.
It is. And let me tell you this. I told you guys I was kind of feeling a little the other day in the green room, right? So, hey, I talk about the 4 or 5 things. I take care of myself. I listen to my body. So when my body's telling me, bro, this cold, this snow, I was at Bismarck, North Dakota. It did like 3 or 4 inches in the last 24 hours. It was coming down and it was cold. The wind was coming in sideways. Buddy, I got to tell you, I caught a little bug in that time. So you know what I did? I made sure I didn't do anything crazy. I went to sleep and got a full 8 hours sleep 2 nights ago. Woke up feeling amazing. Last night, what I do, I asked the boys, hey, are we having a show? They said no. I said, all right. Made myself a Theraflu cocktail and I went hoary like a son of a bitch. And the next thing you know, I woke up feeling like
down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
So, hey, listen to your body. You can fix yourself. You know what you need. Just do it.
Who's to say? Who's to know? And my friends, maybe it is a little cold where you are. Maybe it's a little chilly. And maybe you need a little fire. Maybe you need a little heating up. Maybe your blade has begun to get a little dull. Maybe you need a little refining, a little sharpening, a little filing down to get ready to attack all the enemies that may be coming your way today. Who's to say, who's to know, baby? Just want to get a little prop action in there. Shout out JK.
I had one too. I had mine, but mine's not quite. Yours is bigger than mine. I see your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
Who's to say? Maybe trying to compensate for something. Who's to say? Who's to know? This is actually straight from, let's see, Tibet.
JK.
This is straight from Tibet and JK. Shout out JK big time. And one of his amazing friends who has passed on from this life. I get to carry on his legacy, which is pretty badass. So I want to bring that to show this morning, give you a little prop action. But without further ado, my friends, it's time to get a little sharper, a little finer, get ourselves ready to cut through those obstacles and turn them right into them opportunities with your first segment of the day, your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends, back here live in prime time for your opening topic of the day here on episode 616 of Forge and Fuel, baby. If you haven't checked the title of the day, let me be the first to get you up to speed and get you up to date. Well, first, I could use a little sip of water.
Oh,
that's some hot.
To drink their water.
You
What the hell's
did, bro.
wrong with
I
me?
think that's why. I think that's why I forgot. I don't know.
Yes, please get your water in today. My bad.
Yeah.
I got my coffee too. But
Slacking, bro.
yes, I have. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Hey, it's okay. We were too excited about Bitcoin, man. We were
buddy. I can't.
we were
stop
talking
thinking about it.
Bitcoin. It's all good, man. No problem. Who's say who's to know? I really can't believe that I'm gonna be rich from magic internet money. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Who's to say who's to know?
Do you
However,
realize- and I'm derailing real quick. Do you realize this? And I sent this to somebody this morning, so I know I can find it real quickly. So as you are right now paying attention to Bitcoin, realize if you hold 0.1 Bitcoin, there are only 21 million coins. So if that's the case, you only got 0.1, you are now the wealthiest of 210 million people, basically globally. So top 2%. You also, with 4 million lost, you're actually in the top 2.13% because you got to count those out. But here's the kicker. And some own more than 0.1, right? Only 4.5 million addresses hold more than 0.1 Bitcoin. So that puts you in the top 0.58% of the world if you just have 0.1 Bitcoin. That's $9,780 worth of Bitcoin. Just saying. Just think about what that's going to be like here in like 5 years. Insane.
woo! Huh? Geez, with a prediction of 13 million Bitcoin, huh? And it's at 90,000 now. And what would your $9,000 investment do? I don't know. There's just a reason why I tweet the certain things I do or post the certain things. Sorry, Mr. Elon. We love you, sir. It's, hey, whenever people want to pay attention, we'll be here. Not like we called Reddit. It's on a 200%, 500% gain right now. Didn't do that. Not like haven't been talking about air market. That's looking like it's ready to go explosive. Not like we didn't tell you about FBTC when it was at $31 a share. We can keep going on, not like I can't even talk about what we talked about in the network meeting because that costs you. You don't get that shit.
Halfway they did. Don't get that information for free.
No, fuck no. You don't get that shit for free. I mean, we're talking about finances. We're talking about different tickers. We're talking how you can make money while your money's just sitting there. Ain't nobody else out there doing it. They're all asking you, gimme, so I can be rich. I can go invest in these things, and you guys stay the poor peons, and you can put me on. Not around here. See, if you're a member of this, you rock this on your chest, you know where we're about to go.
Remember the quote I always say, God, we're so derailed. I'm okay with it.
I know, it's fucked.
Hey, who cares? Yeah, whatever.
Who cares?
So
I was
here's
just going to
the thing.
blab anyway.
The whole idea, the more you help other people get what you want, the more you get, right? So let me tell you this. So if you want to be rich, hey, Cap, what do you got to help people do?
Help them fucking get rich.
Holy shit. And if you help them get rich, guess what's going to happen? You yourself will get rich. And you know why? Because it's one thing when you just say to yourself, hey, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. And if you'd wake up, you're like, you're not letting anybody down. But you know what? When I tell Cap, hey, I'm going to go to the gym with you tomorrow at 5:00, if I don't go, I'm letting him down. So guess what happens? I get rich inherently by hanging out with this guy and making sure that I am him at the same time he is I in the same places. We always make sure that we're on the same path, wavelengths, vibration, all of that. And when we all think alike, we all gain together.
Ta-da! Pretty much, yeah, that right there, who's to know. And when we get on the same wavelengths, the same frequency, we keep pushing forward, we do the right things, then it's easier to overcome the bullshit of life. It's easier to get through when we inevitably get into the hallways. Talk about a hell of a segment. Your opening topic of the day, finding happiness in the hallways of life, my friends. You know, I had a conversation with one of our OGs yesterday, and he's in the shits, going through some hallways. Swirl One's over there in the shits, going through some hallways. I'm in the shits over here, going through some hallways. Me and DZ were rolling to Culver's last night, and I keyed him in on a couple of things. He said, damn, it is that time, huh? I said, yeah, it's that time, my boy. It is that fucking time. And, you know, I sat back last night. Me and DZ were just kind of sitting here, chopping it up, whatever, doing a little work, a little this, a little that. I was like, what the fuck do I talk about, bro? Like, I just could not. I don't know. The brain was just like, what the fuck? So I started doing a little laundry. I was doing this, I was doing that, and I had to go into the hallway to go get my laundry. And my apartment, my condo, complex, whatever, unit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, stupid HOA. Fuck. Oh, gosh, don't even get me started on those fucks. Let's stay off of that topic this morning. My apartment's down at one end of the building. Laundry's at the other end of the building. And I open up the door, and I get walking down, and something inside me just said, man, this is a long-ass hallway. And I just stopped, and I kind of looked. It's like, man, this is what the hallway of life feels like. Just long as shit. You know there's a destination out there. You know there's that door out there, but you just don't know how far away it is. Now, in that moment, I knew how far away. I knew where my destination was, but maybe you haven't been in an apartment in a long time. I obviously live in one. Don't care. Judge me all you want. Oh, no. You still live in that one-bedroom apartment? Yeah, I do. Fuck you. I'm living in my means. I'm not hurting for anything right now. So I'm walking down the hallway. Maybe you haven't walked down one of those hallways in a long time, but you see all these doors, right? And you got the 101, the 102, the 103, 104, 105, and it's like, oh, is that the right one? Oh, no, that ain't the fuck. Where's my destination? You're just trying all these doors over and over again. You're maybe this opportunity and maybe shaking this hand and trying to go this way, and you realize, oh, fuck, that wasn't the right opportunity. And oh, that person, I should have listened to those red flags. And oh, man, we were supposed to go this way, and we went that way. You know, I started walking back from changing my laundry out, washer to dryer, and I'm just kind of rolling in some thoughts. And I said, you know what? Why don't you just talk about the fucking hallway? And how the hell do you survive the hallway? Because whether you like it or not, you're either just getting out of one door and walking into the hallway right now. You're either dead in the fucking hallway, trudging down it with no lights, wishing you could find a door, or you're literally at the end of the hallway about to walk into that door. In whichever version of that you are just about to repeat the cycle over and over again. And I guarantee you, wherever you're at in that phase of your life right now, something that I say or Swirl says this morning is going to help you get through whatever phase that is on to the next one. And one of the most important quotes when I think about the hallway comes from a very important man to me. His name is Dick Deckert. Shout out, Mr. D. Hey, how's it going, Mr. D? That's how he talks. Who's to say, who's to know? But he said to me a long time ago, I was probably only 12, 13 years old. And he said, you know, Colton, when one door closes, another door opens. But sometimes it's hell in the hallway. Huh. And I never forgot it. And I always held it with me. When one door closes, another door opens, but sometimes it's hell in the hallway. You know, sometimes you outgrow the room that you're in and you got to get out of it and you got to go get into that hallway and you got to slam the door behind you and you know there's going to be another door opening. But boy, oh boy, you got to walk down that dark hallway. And you got to walk down it without any knowledge of whether that door's going to come or not. And boy, oh boy, is that hard as shit. It is sometimes hell in the hallway. And that's why we talk about hanging on to God as much as we do. Because that will help you get through the hell of the hallway because there is a heavenly being with you. You are able to move and shape and get through obstacles that nobody else can, because you have a relationship with the thing, the being, the almost high that puts you here. And I start to think about some other quotes. I had some stuff written down in one of my notes. You know, I got a big old long notes of just quotes. Anytime I hear something that hits me, I just throw it on this page. And I just go way to the bottom to find some of these. First one, inspiration gets you out the door. Discipline keeps you going down the hallway. Inspiration gets you out the door. Discipline keeps you going down the hallway. You know, like I said, maybe you are outgrowing that room. Maybe you're ready for a new opportunity. Maybe, just maybe God is opening and closing doors in your favor that you don't even know about. And that little push on your ass that you feel to get you out of that door right now is him saying, are you ready? Who will go for me? Who will go for us? Who will be the one? Will you say, here am I, send me? Do you have that inspiration, that fire, that drive to get yourself out of that door, the willingness to change, and then the discipline once you do get out of that door to keep doing the little things, stacking the inches to make them the miles of the hallways, the compound interest we keep talking about over and over and over again, and that we talked about ad nauseum yesterday? All those little discipline things that keep you allowing yourself to put one foot in front of the other and keep making it down the hallway until you inevitably hit the door. Do you realize you inevitably hit the door? Do you realize if you just keep walking, if you don't stop in the middle of the hallway and, oh no, I'm in the hallway again, you will inevitably find the door? Do you realize that nothing bad is happening? You are just wasting your chance at learning. Your third quote of the day, nothing bad is happening. You're just wasting your chance at learning. Is it an obstacle or an opportunity, a loss or a lesson, a trial or a triumph, a failure or a brand new chance to flourish? It is all in the mind. Yeah, sure, shit might be stacking on the plate. You might have losses in more areas than one. You might have more question marks than you've ever had answers in your life. But I promise you, it is in your life to teach you something. It may not feel like it now. It may not feel like it tomorrow. It might not feel like it in 5 tomorrows from now, hell, 100 tomorrows from now. But one day you will wake up, and if you keep with it, you will say, wow, that's what that was supposed to teach me? Oh, shit. That's what I was supposed to go through that for? This too shall pass. I just have to pass through it. And the more you worry, the more you have anxiety, the more you play into depression and fear, the more you stay right where you are. The more you don't begin to find those people and those places and those things that we always talk about. Because quote number 4, worry never robs tomorrow of its sorrow. Worry only robs today of its joy. Think about that. Worry has never changed anything for you tomorrow. Worry has never done anything good for you. It has never solved any problems. It has never put you in a better place tomorrow than you were today. And as a matter of fact, worry makes you look back at yesterday even worse than you were already looking at the previous yesterday, because all you've done is spent time in worry, fear, anxiety, depression. I speak on this because I come from that exact shit. I have overcome those demons. I seek joy. And number 5, it's not about winning or losing. It's about keeping moving. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time, continuously down the hallway. No matter what, you're going to find yourself in a hallway of life. Maybe you're in that first room and you found the best version of yourself, and now that room's starting to get pretty small. Them walls starting to close in. You're starting to feel a little tight. Oh, shit. So you got to go find that door. And maybe you can't find the door. So maybe you need to hold on to somebody who can show you the door. And maybe once you get into that hallway, you just simply 1 foot in front of the other, one at a time. I ain't got no lights. I don't know which direction. Well, I know the direction I'm going. I just, oh boy, oh shit. Maybe there's a turn in the hallway. Maybe I gotta go here, go there. You just keep walking. Or maybe you're on your final few steps and you can smell that door. Oh, you can feel the energy of the door calling out to you. It's right there. Just keep walking through. But remember, when you get into that next room, to be the best version of you. To remember all of the shit you had to go through to make it down that hallway just to get into that room. And remember, eventually, you're going to have to open that next door. And when one door closes, another door opens, but sometimes it's hell in the hallway. Keep making it through that hallway, and I promise you'll find the heaven that you seek. Who's to say, who's to know? What do you think about that opening topic of the show, Swirl One?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at all.
Damn it, dude. Fuck, man. I got to work on my presentation. This sucks.
Hey, I just got to tell you, bro. I lost you in like 2 seconds, and I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Fucking figure,
crushed
man.
it. And truly, I'm in the hallway right now, and you were speaking to me. Well, you were kind of speaking to me because I don't let myself get in the hallway and not have some action to talk about. So, I was listening to what he was saying, and a couple things came up. The hallway is one of those things a lot of people don't like to be in. And when you're in the hallway, he talks about, keep walking, keep moving, all that, right? Hey, what does that mean, Cap? What do you mean? Am I just going to keep doing what I'm doing? Is that what you're telling me to do? No. Here's the issue. Most people in this world don't even realize they're in the hallway. They're always in the hallway. They don't even know that there's an opportunity to get out of it. They just think this is the way life is supposed to be. Not only that, they'll say things like, hey, that doesn't happen for me. Those things won't happen for me. I don't have the kind of luck that's going to create that for me, right? I see people all the time, and I literally wrote it down here. That's just how life is. That's what they think. They don't realize that while they're in the hallway, they need to be working on the mundane things that makes their lives better, the things that are going to make sure that they excel tomorrow, right? We talk about, hey, handling your financing already this morning. That's what we've been talking about. What else? How about handling the longevity of this body that you have? Maybe the hallway, you're in there because of the fact that you can't fit through the door. Sorry to say that, but maybe that's the case. Maybe, maybe you got to trim down a little bit so you can start fitting through the right doors, because the doors you're going through right now are only leading to the things that you're actually feeding, the vices, right? Stop doing the stupid things. Here's the thing. Most people quit when they're in the hallway. That's why they don't realize they're there. It just became, hey, what did Mac Miller said? I've been sitting in this shit so long, it don't even smell, right? They don't even realize they're there anymore. They've been sitting there for so damn long. So when you're in that rut, that hallway or whatever it is, that's where most people quit. And that's why you have to listen to yourself and keep going, right? This is when you got to get your steps in. You have to. You got to keep moving. I've been in that hallway, not that hallway that he's talking about, but I when I started talking about this hallway thing, I remember going to my boy Haji's house, and he has a hallway that goes 3 city blocks. Let me tell you, it looks like something out of a horror film. When you look down, it goes to a point at the end. That's how far it is. Yeah, shout out our flat earthers. So as you're looking at it, hey, perspective. As you're looking at it, you don't know how far you got to walk to get to the end. And as you walk, it doesn't seem like it gets any closer. So what you have to think about is this: dedication beats motivation, and consistency beats dedication. So you have to create that habit. You have to find a way to get consistent in what you're doing, because when you're consistent, you get up and you do it without even thinking, and it's just mental muscle memory. You're just, oh yeah, well, this is the things I got to do today. Oh wait, what do I got to do today? The only things that pop in your mind are the 4 and 5 things that are so important to you, the things that actually help you move through the hallway, the things that help you survive and thrive through that hallway. Here's what I would say. You know why people don't realize they're in the hallway? I'm going to go ahead and define it for you. Dead end job, hallway. Bad relationship, hallway. Lost a person, hallway. Missed a goal, hallway. Doing dumb shit, full on hallway. So if you understand what those triggers are, what these things are, you realize, well, shit, maybe I'm in the hallway right now. I didn't even realize it. Oh my gosh, am I doing dumb shit? Oh my, am I in my dead end job? How long have I been here? When was the last time I got a promotion? Can I even ask for a raise? Whoa. If that's the case, no wonder you have a hard time making an $8 extra a month. No wonder that the only way you get paid is when that person hands you a check. Life isn't about getting paid every 26 times a year. That's not what it's about. It's about being paid every day. It's about having the abundance mindset. And if you don't get paid in the currency of money or cash, then are you getting paid in mental currency? Maybe physical currency? Maybe it's something that you're getting inside. Maybe you're getting closer to your creator. But maybe that's the currency that you're trying to gain right now. We talked about adding sats, right? Hey, stack sats. I agree. But also stack knowledge, stack confidence, get your momentum going. Get that dedication, that consistency working for yourself, right? Find ways to put out into the world what you want today. Hey, I said it this last year, and it's my fault I'm in the hallway right now because I said this. I want to move by first quarter 2025. When you say things and you mean it, the world and the universe will move mountains to help that happen. Now, will it be exactly where you want to go? Or it may not. And if it's not, understand you're still moving in the right direction. The world did move for you. So here's the thing. You talked about the worry, and this is where people go wrong. Worry does rob today of all its joy. If you're thinking about everything that's not happening today, then how are you going to think about the things you're supposed to be happening today? How are you going to think about the things that are supposed to get done if all you're worried about are things that didn't happen, the bills that are late, the things you can't control, and what the hell the man's doing for you or what the view said or whatever, right? How are you supposed to handle today? How can you achieve anything if you're always worried? Like, where does that even work? Where is that in the game? Show me where it says that in the manual. You have to keep moving. The momentum you create is based on the things you do as soon as you get up. Let me tell you, me getting up in the morning to get on this show helps me to get up without my alarm. Helps me to be ready, spend some time with my creator. I've been having more time before this show than I've had usually. You know why? Because I'm giving myself that opportunity to do so. So I'm just telling you, this is the hallway back here. You see that? That's why I picked this back here. It looks like a tunnel, right? You should have tunnel vision. You should be looking down the hallway and trying to make it that way.
Man, I love the perspective, dude. Worry doesn't work. It's never worked, man. And, you know, I speak so adamantly about the hallway because I've been in the hallway time and time again in my life. And I've just learned to fall in love with when I find myself in those moments. You know, that JK quote from yesterday, if you feel friction, you know you're moving, right? Tires don't get any grip unless they got friction with the doggone road, right? There's got to be rotation. There's got to be movement.
Where the rubber meets the road.
Wow, how about that? Jeepers creepers. Wow, could you imagine that these quotes come from somewhere, that they actually have meaning and they're not just words that people say for no reason just to sound cool? Who's to say, who's to know? But I'll tell you what, I know why and how worry doesn't work, because I used to wake up in that bed over there every single doggone morning, and I would play out my entire day before I'd even roll my legs over the edge of the bed. I just, holy shit, I got to do this and I got to do that. No, fuck, I did this yesterday and I didn't know. Oh, man, I got to follow up on this and this person. And then I get out of bed and I don't make my bed. And I start rushing around and I brush my teeth and, oh, I got to shave. Oh, shit, I nicked myself. Oh, fuck, I'm doing this. Oh, run out of the house, spill my coffee. Oh, fuck, get in the truck. And now I'm in rush hour traffic. And if I'm like that, what do you think everybody else around me is doing? And if we're all fucking going 100 miles an hour down the E-way with a little imaginary yellow line separating us from running smack dab into each other, how can we not be pissed off? How can we not be white knuckle motherfucking son of a bitch? And then you got all the shit you're thinking about. You got all the anxiety, the fear, the fucking pit in your stomach. I used to drive my morning commute 45 minutes. And I would get to the last 5 minutes of the commute. I would come to a T in the road and I'd have to turn on 22nd Street in Oak Brook, for those of you that are familiar with the Chicagoland area. And I worked at the St. Louis International Building, for those of you that are really familiar with it. My first fucking place. Hey, yeah, there you go.
Talk about crazy.
Yeah, talk about fucking crazy. Full fucking circle. And right across from the Oak Brook Mall. And man, I gained a lot of weight working there. A lot of fucking shit. Either way, I'd get to 22nd Street and my stomach would flip like woo, and I could not grab a hold. I could not get a hold of my mind. I could not get a hold of my emotions. My everything was just fucking. And I would get to the parking garage, and some of you have heard this before, some of you haven't, but I get to that parking garage and I get out. I get to this little hallway between the parking garage and the elevators up to the 13th floor where I worked. And I would sit in that hallway and I would visualize myself putting on a mask and becoming somebody in a fake smile. And, here we go. And I couldn't wait to hit that hallway again at the end of the day, because I would take that mask off and I would finally feel myself again. Be able to take a deep breath. And I'd call my mom and I'd bitch and I'd moan and I'd whine and I'd complain. And hey, job today is better than no job tomorrow. Just keep your head down, keep working. The reason why I say the things I say is because they've been said to me. And I decided to say, you know what? That's not the path for me. I can't sit in a cubicle. I can't have somebody dictate my time. I can't have somebody giving me feedback when I know that they don't have the same mentality that I do. I can't buy into your mission, vision, and values when they have nothing to do with what my mission, vision, and values are. And that's when it started to tip for me. I was sitting here at this fucking desk making 6 figs a year, uncapped commission, not worrying fuck all, making phone calls, didn't have to travel nowhere, and was running all of SoCal. And I fucking hated it. I hated it because I was starting to realize where I would be. I was working with 50, 60, 70 years, and I saw them dragging their knuckles, pissed off, hating life, fucking talking to me the way they did in emails. And I was just like, can't do this. I can't, my head is going to pop off my motherfucking body. And I heard Pat McAfee say, I'd rather chase fulfillment over a paycheck. And I said, well, that sounds pretty fucking interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean? So I started thinking about it, and I started chasing fulfillment. And boy, oh boy, I'm 2 days away. Fuck me. Wow. Whew, I am 2 days away from it being 3 years since I pushed all the chips in on my table. All the chips on the table. I burned 401ks. I expunged IRAs. I fucking sold every fucking stock. I bet on me. And now, fuck me, Bitcoin's at 100K and my investments are coming back. And what the fuck? Everything I've talked about is literally coming to fruition. And I've just stayed walking down the hallway. Son of a bitch, Swirl One.
Bro.
How about that shit?
Hey, I got to tell you, there is a certain type of heart that it takes to be able to push yourself and put all the chips in and keep betting on yourself every time you turn around. There's no two ways about it. And I'm going to answer JK real quick. Hey, JK, it's called sign language, bro. Just going to throw that out there. He said, imagine, it's just sign language.
Shout out, JK. Such a fucking smart ass.
He was trying to be super smart right there. And he is a smart guy, but that was like, okay, dude, you're trying too hard on this one. Let me just throw that out there. All right. So you talked about the day starting.
You just cooked the fuck out of him.
Love you, JK. Yeah. So you talked about thinking about the day before it was over, right? Most people go through their day like that, right? And I got to tell you, yesterday was a great example of how somebody could possibly do that and overcome it. And I'm that guy. I'm going to go ahead and just raise my flag real quick because you guys saw it live in prime time. I was having missiles shot at me at 7:30 in the a.m. Let me ask you a question. Would the average human being would have been continued this show? Would the average human being would have had a great day yesterday? Hey, Cap, how was that text I sent you yesterday? Was it somber? Was it sad?
Yeah, it kind of depressed the fuck out of me, Gilby. It really did, honestly.
The first thing it said is, boys, I'm fucking fired up. I was fired up, right? If anything, when I was thinking about how my day could go because of the challenges that I was facing at 7:30, I knew I was worth it. I knew I had the power. I was going to make something happen. I didn't care. It didn't matter to me what that person was doing. That was not going to stop my day. The worry of somebody, what they're going to think of me, what they're going to say to me, or how they're going to react, it doesn't change my life. You know why? Because I took care of the 4 or 5 things before that person even had a chance to get in my psyche. I started thinking about the abundance of today before I started worrying about the worries of yesterday or what somebody's going to try to put on my plate. It's only a frog. Eat that son of a bitch. I don't care, right? That's what we got to understand about life is when you get up and it throws shit at you, you look at your schedule, you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get this done today? You know what you say? I can't wait to get this done today. And when it's done, I'm going to hit my workout. When it's done, I'm going to do this, right? I tell you, today is slammed for me. I have literally 1 hour to me. And it's literally right after this show, and that's it. You know what I'm doing today? Talk about hallway. I'm giving away my job. I am. Let's think about worries. I could be worrying like crazy. We're interviewing people today to take my position so I can go somewhere else. Let me tell you something. If there's ever an opportunity for anybody to feel like they're in the hallway, it's probably me right now because, hey, I don't know what my life looks like in 30 days. I don't know what it looks like in 60 days. I don't know what 2025 has in store for me, nor do I have a way of setting a goal because I don't know what it looks like. So when you talk about hallway, that's what a hallway is. But you see this determination, this grit, this smile. I am not afraid. You guys saw me yesterday when life was challenging me. I was like, yo, that's pretty awesome. And let me tell you, it all turned out great. Nothing went bad. I handled all of it. So as the panic set in at 7:30 in the morning and everybody that was trying to get a hold of me was like, oh my God, my hair's on fire. By the end of the day, buddy, it was puppy dogs and rainbows. I was getting off tin cans, helping Gat get into the poker tournament. I was doing the things that I used. I was coming back to center. I got to my house. I started doing some push-ups. I got in that work. And then I said to myself, hey, you know what? You can tell you're tired. Your body is feeling that. As I said, so you know what you got to do? Rest. Because tomorrow is going to have its own challenges. Tomorrow is going to have its own things. You already know your schedule's crazy. So get enough rest. So when you get up tomorrow, you'll have all the time you could possibly need to get through it. You'll be able to get all the things done. So you won't be worried or behind. You'll be right on point. That's what you got to do when you're in the hallway. I'm living the hallway right now. And if I can get on this show, get up, still get my workout in every single day, eat right, make sure I'm drinking my damn water, reading my damn books, putting my devotionals down, making sure I'm rereading my notes, then what the hell is what's your excuse? What's your excuse? You don't got time? Let me tell you about not having time.
Yeah, man, it's been a little while with me and Swirl One. We'll tell you about not having time. Who's to say, who's to know? And I'm about to have to take a massive leap of faith. I was talking with DZ about it last night, and I'm really contemplating pulling off the Band-Aid sooner rather than later and just saying fuck it, because I'm going to have to leap anyway. I'm going to have to go into the hallway anyway. I know it's going to suck anyway. I'm just going to have to figure it out anyway. So why would I wait until a couple months into 2025? Why wouldn't I just fucking do it sooner rather than later? Why wouldn't I get all my ducks in a row, make sure everything's straight, and say, you know what, fuck it, let's figure it out? Because I figured it out to this point. I figured it out time and time again. So why wouldn't I figure it out again? And, you know, I was talking about this with DZ too last night. We were standing in the kitchen just shooting the shit. And I said, man, you know, I don't know how fucking Swirl does this shit. I got to get a rental in the morning. I got to do this. I got to make this move. I still got to pack. I got to get this shit going. I got to rock and roll. Fuck, I don't want to do the show. I'm going to cancel the motherfucker. Fuck this, dude. We ain't doing the show. And we both started laughing. And I was like, we're still doing the show, obviously. Right? So, man, I didn't have to be here this morning. I didn't see you later, alligator. I got shit to do. I rock and rolling. Now, granted, tomorrow we probably won't have a show. We'll talk about that later on. But that's a whole other fucking fiasco. But, you know, it would have been easier just to say, you know what, forget it. We had a Wednesday show. And who knows if we'll have a bunch of people show up. It's usually light on Thursdays anyway. Nah, fuck that. Let's show up. Let's give people a little fire. Give people a little fuel. Give people a little something. Maybe they're fucking smack dead in the hallway. If one person tunes in, and we can give them something that helps them change a thought or move a muscle to keep moving down the hallway, then we did our job. If it's 1,000 people, if it's 1,000,000 people, great. But if it's one person and they are changing their life and they have made it through a hallway because of something one of the two of us said, damn, we are doing something around here. Who's to say, who's to know?
Bro, yesterday I had, and you said it, I don't know how Swirl does it. I was talking to somebody who hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you're tuning in today.
Hello.
Hello. And I said, they asked me, so you travel all the time? I said, yeah. Wow, how do you do that? I just get in the tin can and go. It becomes natural for me. And then they start asking, like, don't you have family? Don't you have this? They think about all the loss that should happen because I travel. I looked at them and said, what are you talking about? What about all the gains that I get from traveling? I don't sit in the same area all the time. I meet new people all the time. Look, I'm talking to somebody new right now, right? I gain new perspective. I learn about new cultures. I see things that nobody will ever see. Most people don't even leave the 5 square mile radius of where they're at. I'm out there learning. I'm out there enjoying this life. God did not create you so you could just live within the 3 mile radius of where you are. And that's not what it's for. The world is abundant. There's so much out there to see. How much of it are you going to be able to see with your own eyes before your time comes, right? What are you going to do? Most people, they'll say, hey, it's funny. They want to go on vacations. Oh, I would love to go to Italy. I'd love to go to the Caribbean. I'd love to go do all this. But then when you tell people that you travel all the time, they go, how do you do it? I just live my dream every day. That's what I do. I get up. I go to these places. I have a mission. When I get there, I find out what I got to do and I go do it. And in the process, I meet people. I teach people. I learn from people. I help to pass great things like this show on to people. Every single day, it gives me a better opportunity to make this outreach better. Just imagine if I just I could only go within 5 miles of where I'm at and I go to the same places every day. I would run out of people to share this show with immediately. It would happen pretty quickly. But the fact that I go all over this great world, there's an abundance of people that can learn about what we're doing in here.
Well, I'm going to double click there for a second. Like, you like to rebuttal on some of my shit from time to time. I dig to biffer.
We're biffering. I like it.
I dig to biffer. I think that potentially, being in that 5 mile radius, I don't know if you run out of people because I've been finding new people all the time. I just been shit, and I'm in that. I'm at the gym. I go to the same gas station. I go to the same dollar store.
Wait, are you talking about consistency?
Whoa, maybe something like that. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Think about the dollar store. You all know my girl, Miss Kathy, right?
Hey, Miss Kathy.
We love us some Miss Kathy one time for the wedding. And you know what's funny? She's been getting off before I come in now, and she'll be sitting out there in her little Rogue Sport waiting for me. The other day I was walking up and I heard, hey, and I said, that was Miss Kathy's voice. And I turned around, there she is sitting in her car. I said, what the hell you doing? She said, waiting for you, you little ass. You're taking forever. I was like, damn, what the hell? Miss Kathy out here throwing F-bombs, was cussing up, and I was cracking the fuck up. I said, do you realize how much more I love you now? I didn't know you talk like this. This is amazing. She was cracking me the fuck up. Either way, now that relationship we have, a couple weeks ago it was last week actually, when I was in there, I always make the funny joke. If you guys don't know, she's an older black woman and I'm a younger white man. And I always make the joke because we just have such a great relationship, and I always hug her and we're always laughing and joking and back and forth. There was a lady standing behind me, middle-aged white lady, and she goes, gosh, I just love your guys' relationship. And I said, well, that's my ma. Can't you tell the family resemblance? And it always gets a laugh from everybody. And then it starts to get them involved in the conversation. And more of the workers have started to notice me and notice that I'm a regular and I'm always in there. And the only reason I go to dollar store now is to get fucking water. Like I get 30 of these fucking things because it's $30. It's alkaline water. If I wanted to get this type of water, it'd be $300 at fucking Jewel Osco. I live within my means. Smarter, not harder, dipshits. So I really don't even that's it. That's all I go there for. And now all these other workers, they know me as Kathy's son, and they know that I'm spectacular, and they know that terrific is coming, and they know to have that energy. And now all these other people are starting to catch a vibe because of the vibe that I brought. And now all these different people, and I don't know, I see a new person in line every single week. And what's that? Why do you have so much energy? It's because of this. I slapped my chest and I got a diamond hand shirt on. What is that? Oh, this is my company. Here's a card. Check it out. What do you do? Fuck, what don't I do? Let me start you with this. I got a podcast. Check this out. Here you go. If you want to subscribe, go right ahead. If you don't, feel free to tune in at any point in time. There you go. I show it to them. They pull it up on their YouTube, and whatever happens from there. But I run into plenty of new people in my 5 mile radius. So while I take care of the backyard, Swirl One's taking care of the ocean blue. So, hey, we tag teaming out here, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hell yeah, it does. I love that.
Come on.
And I'll tell you what, I use my water gets refilled. I do have Fiji that comes in once a month from Amazon, right? I do get that, but I get the case, so I get it for cheap. And I just use that for my runs and my walks and things like that. So I do have that. Fiji water is the best. I'm sorry, chef's kiss. It's just, I'm sorry.
It is gas. It is gas, dude. There is one that I would say beats it, and you might have never had it. It's called Evermore. Not any of the fucking, not ever, whatever. Evermore. EVAMOR. And it comes in a crazy bottle. It's round, real slim, round, and it is the best fucking water you've ever had. It is just,
I don't know. Fiji water, I can drink super ice cold, super warm. It don't matter. That shit just
silky. Because it's silky, right?
Yeah,
it's real fucking silky.
Yes.
That's what Evermore is. I've never found a silkier water than Evermore is just like, it just,
if you know, you know,
coats
dude.
your insides and just feels so good. It's just, it's like a pimp coat on your insides.
How did we become water fanatics, man? When did that happen? We should be talking about beer and whiskey and shit. Instead, we're talking about water.
Brother, here's the real question. We've been going for an hour now, and we've covered Bitcoin, we've covered water, we've covered hallways. An hour and 1 minute now. The real question is, what the fuck is going on around here? If you're not tuning in, tapping in, getting fired up, fueled up, forged up, ready to go crush your fucking day, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, I don't know what else to tell you, because this shit right here.
Yeah, check their pulse, bro.
We went off the track. We came back on the track. We stopped at a station, got back on the train, back steaming down the tracks, off it for a minute, back on. And I mean, shit, now here we are at the end of the road. We've come to the end of the track. And now, in order to get to the final destination, we have to take another mode of transportation. We've worked that old train of change just to its absolute limits. So now we must get on to the boat of opportunity and start surfing through those obstacles in the ocean blue as we get into your second segment of the day and do a little reacting, baby. It is your Reaction Refinery. Alrighty then, my friends. Back here live in prime time for episode 616 of Forge and Fuel. Second segment of the day, your Reaction Refinery. We got 4 clips coming your way, a couple of short ones, one a little bit longer run. One was from the legendary JK Big Time. One we got from DJ Swirl One. How about that? One I found doing a little scrolling, and one is, I believe, also from the legend DWZ. No, I think I found this one too. I got a couple of DWZYs saved for our next show. Who's to say, who's to know? But my friends, we begin today. I don't know who this man is. Don't know where he comes from. Don't know what stage he's speaking on. That is irrelevant, because this one here is the quote of the day. And my friends, wait! Shout out to JK Big Time for this one here. Woo! Open your ear holes wide. It's short and sweet. One of those heavy hitters. My friends, it's your quote of the day.
Everybody raise their hand. Everybody raise their hand. Now I want y'all to raise a little higher. Ask yourself this question. Why didn't you live 100% the first time? Everybody raise their hand. Everybody raise their hand. Now I want y'all to raise a little higher. Ask yourself this question. Why didn't you live 100% the first time?
That's bro. Are you the fuck boy? Come on. Come on. Bruh. Come on.
People never give their 100. They don't ever put their whole ass in. They're always half-assing everything. And that right there was what if half-assing was a person, it'd be everybody in that audience. Boy, just straight up.
You don't get on your fucking chair and stand up and put your hand high in the sky. The next time somebody asks you to raise your hand, you did not get the fucking message, pal.
Question is, every day you're asked to do something. Is this what you do? I mean, or do you know what I mean? Is that what we're about? Because that's what I'm about. That right there was powerful. I got me fired up. I couldn't even. hey, and if I know the video you're gonna play, that's gonna just reinforce that a little bit.
Probably. Who's to say? Who's to know? Probably. Yep. Who's say? Who's know? However, yeah, that's a good one there, my friends. Think about that. Think about that in every little effort. Are you raising your hand as high as it can possibly stretch it to the sky? Right? Are you giving your maximum effort? And when the one says, "Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?" Here I am. Send me. Here I am. Send me. Which one are you? Ooh, pick me. Ooh. Hey, I'm ready. Ooh, pick me. Yeah, I get.
Hey, do you remember?
I guess I could go.
Do you remember when I was talking about when I was in Vegas a while back and we gave away all that money, remember? And I was sitting in that line. Do you remember what I told you about that line? It's so funny. It kind of takes me back to I just thought about it. Remember when I sit there and I told the person I was working with, we're going to stay busy over here because everybody else was like, how are we going to create energy? I had to create the energy. Do you remember what I told you what I did? Kept my hand up high right here, over here. Everybody's like, I want to go to that guy. Because you know why? No. You see me first, right? That's how I work my life. That's how it always should be.
That's some good shit right there. Your second clip of the day, my friends. We say hello to a legend who I haven't brought to this show. I'm actually surprised we haven't had him on the show yet, for crying out loud. One of my favorite guys. I've talked about him a few times, though. Talked about his double D reference. Who's to say, who's to know? Degrees and doctorates. Who's to say, who's to know? But this guy right here, absolute legend, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, electric humming bean, the one and only Brad Leia, here this morning to share one of his favorite messages of all time. We've actually talked about it, but goodness gracious, we're talking double digits of Java and Jam since we talked about this shit. I mean, it's been a couple of moons. My friends, Brad Leia joining us this morning to tell us about the $1 million theory.
You both $1 million cash. How would you feel?
I'll be extremely grateful.
Would anybody be able to get you in a bad mood for a little while?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Deanna, would you agree?
I would agree 100%.
If I said I'll give you the $1 million, matter of fact, I made it 10 million, but you couldn't wake up tomorrow, you're done. Would you take it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what you're both saying is that just waking up tomorrow is worth more than $10 million?
That's how it was perspective. And that, yep, it is. It is.
Then why ain't you feeling that way every damn time you wake up?
Oh, shit. Damn. I never looked at it that way.
Nobody does, dude. That's why we get up and we're all bummed out. We have a bad day, and this sucks, and that sucks. The world hates me, and that's not fair. And I can't lose weight because of this reason, and I can't get in shape, and I can't make money, and blah, 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 blah. Guys, we woke up. It's gonna be a good day. The question is how good is it gonna get?
Right.
And if it doesn't get as good as we want, guess what? Hopefully we wake up the next day.
Fuck. You won the 400 trillion to 1 lottery. It may sound cheesy and corny, but it's why I repeat it over and over again. You opened your 2 gifts this morning. 1, 2. You're sucking down air. You got the breath of life inside of you. You don't even have to think about breathing. You just do it. Like, holy shit. There are people who had plans for tomorrow that didn't wake up today. And there are people that had plans for this afternoon that did not wake up this morning. What are you doing? Yeah, you look at it like that. Fucking wow, money doesn't matter. Maybe I do need money to make some change, make some shekel, and get some things to happen in my life. I need some capital to go forward. But holy fuck, I would rather wake up tomorrow than have $10 million in my bank account. Wow. Waking up with $1 much better than not waking up with 10 million. Woo!
Buddy, I tell you that when I sent that to you, it hit me hard, and it really just brought me back to center on what we talked about on Java and Jams way back in the day, and what we talk about every single day when you open your 2 gifts. They just said those 2 gifts are worth $5 million a piece. I mean, that's literally what it says. And if you sit there and think about it, you have the opportunity to create wins every single day. That's why we talk about this compound interest, because 10 million's in your future. It's possible for you. but are you doing everything every time you wake up to make sure that if you wake up tomorrow, you're adding on to your bag, that you're adding to everything? Is that what you're doing? Because if not, you're not compounding anything. You're compounding your problems, not your interest. Your interests are the things that keep you going, the 4 to 5 things that, hey, your finances, your mental well-being, your relationships with your family, the work or business that you're creating, right? All of those things have to be compounded. That is the interest that, we're interested in making those better, right? Stop worrying about all the things that you can't control and start worrying about the things that you can. And when you wake up tomorrow, put a little bit of interest over here, little interest over there, put a couple dollars over here. I got to tell you, it's going to make sense to you. And here's the thing. I love what those people said. I never thought of it that way. We talk about it every day. These 2 gifts you open, people don't think of it that way.
Certainly don't. They certainly don't. That's why we just share a little perspective. Whatever you do with that perspective is your prerogative. But my friends, your third clip of the day. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. We've been having a show this morning. It must be the sequential numbers or something. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Things, right? It must.
I'm with it.
I don't know. However, we now are joined by a man we've seen a few times on this show. Why have we seen him a few times? Because he always brings that motivational thought, high-level perspective, because he is a life coach and a coach of many magnificent men. One that you know, most notably, the late, great Kobe Bryant. If you don't know, you won't know. We say hello to the legendary Tim Grover, as he tells us this morning that there are no secrets.
He's never satisfied. He doesn't need another cleaner to motivate him. He's all about elevation. Michael, Kobe, Tom Brady, all these individuals that you meet over and over again, the best of the best, if you ask them for a piece of advice, they will give it to you. You know why they'll give it to you? Because it pushes them to get better. There are no secrets out there. I just told you what other people didn't want to tell you. They didn't want to talk about it because it's not a feel-good thing. It's not my job to make you feel good. That's your own job.
What's up? It's not our job to make you feel good. That's your job. You know, maybe sometimes it feels like we're talking right at you. Sometimes there's things that you could say, fuck you, Cap, you fucking, what are you inside my head? You fucking know everything, you big fucking smarty pants. Hey, that's a you problem, not a me problem. You got to go look in the mirror and fix that, because maybe I just tripped the trigger on the thing you know you need to change. It's not my job to make you happy. Maybe I do by making you laugh or, something I say. Maybe it does create a little bit of joy, but my job is to stir some thought, stir some emotion, and get you fired the fuck up and ready to change your life. And most of the time, change does not come from happiness. It comes from pain. It comes from struggle, from toil, from strife, blood, sweat, and tears. And I'll tell you what, when Tim says it pushes them to go farther, that's why we do this. We couldn't show up here every day and speak these messages and get better and better and better and then go show up in the real world and not be the same person, not level it up, not try and change everybody else. It pushes us to continue to be better, to find new messages, to refine the way we speak, to pick up new guests or whatever it might be. Being here, sharing these messages, there are no secrets, allows us to find even more secrets.
Well, and it's the other thing too, and it's kind of went back to what I said before, as you share things with people, if you're sharing these things and you're not doing them yourself, your body will feel that. Your psyche will feel that. Your mind will feel that. As you say it to these people and you sit there in the back of your mind like, why am I telling this person? I don't even believe in it myself. I don't even do that, right? Then it won't be convincing. It won't come across as authentic. It's not going to come across as real if you're not really doing the shit. So as you speak to people throughout your journey and whatever you're doing, share what's winning with you. You know why? Because if you are already getting success from it, it will come out so authentic and people will take it in just like, oh man, I could tell what that guy was telling me was real. You could see it in his eyes, right? And that's the difference. When people are talking out their ass, you don't look in their eyes, right? I'm just telling you right there. It's kind of an interesting thing to see people. You can tell when they're lying and they're not doing what they say they're doing, but we are. And we're trying to push that every single day. I am getting stronger. I am getting smarter. I am getting better every single day. My bank account is getting bigger on a daily basis. It's because I will not let a day go by when I have the opportunity to open these two eyes to not take that gift and do everything I can with it today. I am going to play with that gift. I'm going to make sure I know what to do with that gift. I'm going to inspect it, look at it, hold it, coddle it. It's the only one I get. It's the only thing I get. And all I'm going to do is take care of it.
I don't even believe in it myself. Whoo! Oh! Oh! Are you just saying it to try and convince people and convince yourself, or do you believe in it? Man, that was one of the most powerful bits of knowledge I ever got when I was in sales. Do you believe in your product, or are you just trying to sell it to make $1? Fuck. No, I never believed in this thing. I never believed in it at all. Well, you know what it does. Start believing it, and then people will start buying it. Fuck, I started stacking the goo-wop, boyo. I mean, that is the thing that changed my shit. Who's to say, who's to know? You ready for this? You ready for this one? You ready for the fourth clip? Woo! The fourth clip of the day. I'm talking about we've been stacking, round in circles all the way around the bend, and now we're about to just boom, hit it right in the fucking center. Bullseye. You ready for this, Swirl?
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's see
we
it.
Get joined.
Let it fly.
By a man who is maybe not as well known as his brother. And I would argue that maybe sometimes I'm a bigger fan of this guy than his brother.
I know what you're talking about already.
He is a total doofus. He's a big dumb dipshit. He does things that I do. Sometimes he'll just show up on a stream and smoke a cigar and say no words, or put glasses on and say he's sleeping because he's just a fucking clown. A man who will pour up 5 glasses of vodka, chug them down, and a little bottle of Red Bull all in one shot. He is insane, but a man who has a big old brain. He is the one and only Tristan Tate, Talisman, here this morning to tell us about the challenge of change.
Like I've thought many times in my life, I need to party less, I need to sleep less, I need to work more, I need to train more. Whatever it was in life, adjusting your lifestyle to make changes in yourself is difficult. Not everybody can do it. So if you understand how difficult it is to make changes to yourself, you have to understand it is impossible to make changes to somebody else.
Oh my God, that's serious right there, bro. And that's why I always say, and I said it yesterday, put your mask on first. Truly, if you aren't doing the things that you think are going to make your life better, then how the hell are you helping anybody else? And here's the other thing. Why are you spending all the time changing them? They're not going to change until they need to change, until something bad happens, like we talked about, right? Till they're forced to change, till, hey, they get that diagnosis, till they lose that job, they lose that girlfriend, or, hey, who knows? That's when they start to change, when bad things happen. He's literally saying right there, hey, every single day, you got to get up and think about how I'm going to make my life better, how I'm going to put my oxygen mask on, how this 2-foot circle that I have right here is going to change the aura in any place I walk into. You are powerful. Let me tell you, I'm talking to you, are powerful. You can change the world around you with a thought, a saying, a look, and a smile. You would be surprised how that will just change the world around you, change people's minds. And maybe when you do that, it will inspire somebody else to change.
The only way to change the world is if we start by changing ourselves. Wow. It's like that fucking quote all of a sudden just makes so much sense. Hello, like Notorious B.I.G. knew the secrets of this thing called life. Jeepers creepers. Figure out how to change yourself, and then all of a sudden, people can't help but see the light and say, you know what? I would like to shine bright too. And maybe, just maybe, they might say, well, fuck that son of a bitch. I'm just gonna be a damn bulb. All right, cool. Enjoy your comment sections. Enjoy your fucking welfare lines. Enjoy your fucking living paycheck to paycheck. Enjoy your fucking matrix, never able to break out. We'll just be on the other side enjoying it. And whenever you want to feel like changing, here we are, sweetheart. We can lead a horse to water, but we cannot force you to drink. I'm going to be guzzling down over here. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Got a cool little text from a friend of mine. And I got a friend. He's got a lot more Bitcoin.
You got friends, bro?
Oh, I got a few of them.
Oh, wow.
And it just out of nowhere, just high-fiving you from the airport as we touch 100K in the next 24 hours. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Is this real life, dude?
Is this shit real, bro?
Is this real life, dude? This cannot be real. This cannot be
man.
real.
And all
97.4
person, and I'm gonna keep saying it, that says gold is the next Bitcoin. Okay, when Bitcoin passes gold 5 and 10 times over, we'll revisit that conversation.
97.4. And I made like north of $400 in 24 hours on these fucking FBTCs, bro. Like, it's not. It's fun. What is happening right now, dude? Like, is everything we talk about coming to
It's happening. Even the show. We're on 6/16 right now. We're going to the end of 2024, about to walk into the best 4 years possibly of your life. What are you doing? Now's the time. Catch the momentum. Get on the wave. Hey, forge your day. Fuel your life.
See you in Diamond Handsville.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Whew. See you in Diamond Handsville. Look, that is going to be the jam that is playing from my private helicopter as I swoop up from my barn dominium over to your and Deezy's barn dominium.
Yes.
And I fuck up all of your pool toys that are back in your yard. And then I raise up. Oh, a barnshin. That's interesting. That's interesting. I like the way you think. Just continually build up. One day it's a fucking skyscraper. You go, how did this happen? But my friends, it was your second segment of the day. Your reaction Refinery. It's time to get into the third and final segment of the day and get this bad boy wrapped up and go turn some obstacles into opportunities. But first, we get into segment number 3, where we tap in and check in with each and every one of you, baby. It is your Answers from the Anvil. Wow. Alrighty then, my friends. Back here live in prime time, third and final segment of the day on episode 616 of Forge and Fuel, baby. This here is Answers from the Anvil, and this is where we tap in with all of the live audience, see what they got to say, if they got some perspective, got some questions, they want some additional thoughts and insights from us. Whether you're on Rumble, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on X, drop down a comment, and we'll pop it up right here on the screen and give you a little bit of thoughts or something in between. DEEZYY shifted us up. He's ready. What do we got, my guy? Mrs. Metal Crazy, our girl, always live in the chat. Great morning, fam. Happy Thankful Thursday. Remember to practice your gratitude, as we have been all show long. Share your smile, spread love and kindness everywhere you go. Yes, ma'am. Shout out to you, Mrs. Metal Crazy. Thanks for the reminder, young lady. Bella Rossi, the beautiful Mama Wable Snow. Fantastic morning, everyone. Fantastic morning right back to you, Mama Snow. We appreciate you. Angel SD, Mr. Peguero, mi primo. Great morning, FNF crew. Buenos dias, papa. Hope you're having a great start to your day over there on the West Coast, baby. Nick's travel vlogs. Hey, man,
how you doing?
It sticks, bro. How you doing? And I don't do it like the other guy, who started doing it after me. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You gotta give a little something. Got my caffeine. Let's get fired up. You better believe it. Hope we got you fueled up, Mr. Nick. Hope you're ready to tackle this Thursday, my guy. Delta 24. Shout out, Anthony. I get to see you in a day. Oh, let's go. GM, FNF peeps. GM to you. Jason Wigman, great morning, Mr. Moons. I see you out there. Appreciate you tapping in, my guy. Great to see you in the chat. Another one of our West Coast connections. It's Chris Aswomada. Great morning, everyone. Have a spectacular Thursday. Right back at you, Mr. Aswomada. Hope you're out there crushing the day. I know you are. Miss Slugbug checking in from the STL. right behind Swirl. Who's to say, who's to know? Morning, y'all. Let's dominate the day. Look out your back window. Who's to say, who's to know, Swirl? Shout out Slugbug. We appreciate you, young lady. Thanks for tuning in, being in the chat. JK, big time. We talked about him a half a dozen times, man. He must be an OG or something, giving us some good perspective. GM, everyone, crush the day. Shout out, JK. We appreciate you, brother. Love the shirt, Swirl. Fuck socialism. Yes, sir. One time for the one time. Fuck honestly anything that isn't what we currently live in. You know what? A constitutional republic under capitalism. Hot diggity damn. I'm all about it every single day. Grammy P. Shout out GP. I get to see you today. Woo. Great morning, family. Happy Thursday. Let's go. Be the light and spread PLP. Safe travels, Colton Derrick. Happy Thursday, Swirl. Oh, you the best, GP. We love you to pieces. Thanks for tuning in live in prime time. Another little perspective from Mrs. Metal Crazy. She loves this fear analogy. Remember, while in the hallway, fear equals false evidence appearing real, because the world has a way of making things look worse than they really are, because fear will make us freeze in fear and we won't grow.
Face everything and rise.
Bingo! Flight, fight, or freeze. That's 3 options people usually do. Everybody thinks it's fight or flight. Some people just freeze. Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. They so go pygmy go.
Shout out, Mrs. Metal. We appreciate you. Who else we got out there, D's? Got some good perspective. Any thoughts from some more amazing humming beans? Hey, a pimp coat on your insides. You better believe it, Jared. That was a reference to the water. Sometimes shit just be coming out of my brain. I don't know. Hey, Mama Capp, she
I wrote
probably
it down.
Evermore.
I wrote it down. I'm going to investigate.
Shout out, Mama Bear. We appreciate you. She probably got some Evermore in the fridge at home right now. I'm going to chug this. Great morning, all. About to board a plane to head home. I don't know how Swirl does it all the time. It's exhausting.
What do you mean? I get the opportunity to do it. Do you know how many people would love to just travel to all the places, even the small towns?
True.
They would love it. They just don't do it.
True
It's
that.
easy. It's easy for me. I don't know. I've just been doing it for 13 years. No big deal.
Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out our favorite Red Pill Yahoo, Ken Buckler, and the beautiful BB. I saw BB followed us on the DHM group today. Shout out to you, BB. We appreciate you and all of the amazing humming beans at Radio Free Hub City. Oh, hey, you been seeing these videos, these reels over there on the Insta Slam? You know, from the Mrs. G. Lou. You been seeing those?
I saw G. Lou looking amazing in that.
These
one.
2 humming beans looking.
Oh, I even commented.
Pretty.
Check out G. Lou.
Hey, look here. Mrs. Glue's she got that hourglass all going on, and the G. Lou's looking like it just fucking, he's got like a little Dorito, and bam. I'm like, what the fuck is going Who are you people? Who the fuck is that? I thought it wasn't them. I said, who am I following? Is this her world of makeup? This isn't her. That's not Gabrielle. That cannot be. The G. Lou's are out here fucking making moves.
Doing it. I saw it. They're doing it.
Holy shit. Shout out to you, beautiful humbees. We appreciate both of you. Glue out there taking accountability. When you point a finger through, you point back at you. Accountability is the name of the game. Damn straight, brother. We're proud of you. We see the both of you. You and Mrs. G. Lou. Shout out to the both of you, man. Who else we got out there, D's? More Jared Albright. It's all bright to shine bright. Ooh!
That's real funny.
You did now. Let your light shine. You better believe it, my man. One time for the one time. The golden age is upon us. Yes, it is. I guarantee you we'll see you in Diamond Handsville in 2028. You just wait. Hope Capp and Jason Wigman are ready to do 100 push-ups when BTC hits 100K. You better believe it, baby. Hey, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to rock. You better check in with Moons. I'm ready to rock. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know what I've been doing. Y'all better check in with Moons. See if he's ready to rock and roll. Who's to say, who's to know? And Jared Albright's ready. Put him down too. Oh, he wants to do the challenge. Hey, we said this back when Bitcoin was like on the rise again.
Video where it didn't happen.
Hey, I'm on it. I'm all about that action, boss man. I ain't no scared of 100 straight push-ups. That ain't no shit. Nothing.
Yeah, no break. 100 straight push-ups. Video where it didn't happen.
Pop, 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 pop. I can do that all day long. I'm with that shit right there. Come on, man. Hey, somebody remembered. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, I wonder if Moons,
I remember.
Anybody remembers us talking about doing 100 push-ups for 100K.
We don't forget things around here. We hold you to what you say. That's why DZ wrote down, hey, remind me of this when I need it. He wrote it down. You know why? Because he's going to remind me of that. We don't forget around here.
Like a bunch of elephants, man. Who's to say, who's to know? No donkeys around here. Who's Who's to say, who's to know? But my friends, we appreciate all you beautiful human beings tuning into the show. Shout out to you getting involved in the chat, whether you're on X, YouTube, or Rumble. We can't thank you enough for helping us keeping this show going and flowing, giving us some great perspective all morning long. But my friends, I got to get on up and get on out. We got obstacles to turn into opportunities, trials and tribulations to turn into triumphs, and what we thought was going to be a failure, just a brand new damn chance to flourish. Before we do, we got to remind you of a couple things, get you up to speed, get you up to date, leave you with a few parting thoughts, and then flip the open sign to close. So let's begin by checking in with DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, reminders, comments, perspectives, anything in between for episode 616?
My friends, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for being here. Just, it doesn't matter if one person shows up or 10,000. I feel like I'm changing the world every time I show up here because I'm changing my world. It makes me feel great to come up and pass all these great messages. Hopefully you'll see there's a lot of authenticity in what we're talking about up here. We are really on this path. We are really doing this shit. This is something that we're not going to stop doing. We're going to keep pushing you, pushing ourselves, and trying to make this the best damn life we could ever possibly have. When I wake up and the two gifts are in my hands and I'm able to see, I look around and say, what am I going to do today? How am I going to make today incredible? What obstacles will come in my way? And I can't wait to learn from them. Is that your thought process? Are you thinking like that? Because that's what it takes to get out of the hallway. If you're in the hallway today, maybe you rewind this a little bit. Maybe you listen to it. Maybe you ask yourself, hey, give me a sign. Remember, when you're asking for the sign, that is the sign. So there's that. My friends, it's going to be a great weekend this week. It's going to be nice over here in the Lou. However, if you are in that cold, still, it's okay. You can shine bright. You can radiate heat no matter where you go. So go out there and smile. Do something great for somebody. Maybe hold the dough.
Hold the dough.
Hold the dough. Never know. Hey, and I'm just telling you right now, 0.1 Bitcoin, it's going to say it'll make you a millionaire in a few years. I'm just telling you, it will make you a millionaire.
Who's
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
We don't fucking sell.
That use
We're never fucking selling.
fiat
I'm in hands for life.
currency
They ain't going nowhere.
as a store of
They ain't getting it from me.
value.
No way.
We call them poor. We call them poor.
Never selling.
People that use fiat currency, we call them poor.
We got our own.
We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Okay.
Boom. Get yourself some Bitcoin. That way you can get cool text messages like I just got from my friends, because we know what we have right now. And we know it's only going to go and get better and better and better. Okay? So tune into the Gateway. Get involved in GAC. Thank you for being here. Share the show. Don't be a hoe. Have a great day. Don't you know? Oh, don't you know?
What you know there? Shout out DJ Swirl One. We appreciate the hell out of you, my guy. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for bringing all your good vibes.
Thank you very much. That's
these
really
people.
nice. Thank you.
Start their day the right way here at Fortune Fuel, baby. Hey, you enjoy that nice weather because it's supposed to be cold as shit. Damn, I'm all types of twisted.
It's like
and
65
shit.
on Saturday here.
65 on Saturday. Well, good for you. It's supposed to be like 42 where we're at. And it is 29 right now in the Windy City. 29 right now. Straight snow. And yeah, it's fucking straight snow, all right. Oh, dear goodness. Wow.
How bad?
Yeah, it's that bad. It's that bad. Wow. Hey, you know what? I put a suggestion in the suggestion box for the family Thanksgiving. We got to stop doing this shit. If we're going to do it early, we might as well just do it early. Why don't we do it in like fucking July or something, Just fuck it. Let's make it our Thanksgiving. We got to travel and
Thanksgiving in June.
Fuck it, man. I'm down as all get down. I'm not trying to drive in this bullshit. Oh, this is some fucking shit. Who's say, who's no? I opened my gifts this morning. I'm sucking air. It's better than what's the alternative. At least I'm not dead. At least I can experience the snow.
So, you know, kind of interesting. I'm real quick. I was renting a car the other day, and the guy next to me tells the lady, "Hey, I want an all-wheel drive." She goes, "Sir, we're not expecting any snow." And he goes, "I want all-wheel drive." And so she says, "Okay," gets it to him. Guess what? It fucking snowed 4 inches the next day.
Daddy got a premium all-wheel drive crossover over 2 months ago because he knows what the fuck happens every single year on this weekend. The weekend before Thanksgiving is always a shit show weather-wise. I don't know why we do this. Damn it. I'm putting something in the suggestion box. I tell you what, I'm raising hell at Thanksgiving. I say, look, we're doing it in June and Christmas in July. Hey, me and Swirl One came up with it on the show this morning. But my friends, a couple of reminders for you. Hop into Gateway if you want to hang out with us, start your journey, improve mentally, physically, financially, bring your value to a group of human beings that will truly utilize it and help you improve it. I'm telling you what, I believe in the Gateway because it has changed my life. It has taken me to an entirely new level, and I know that the best is yet to come. There is so much great information nonstop in there from here, there, left, right, and center, and I'm telling you what, we're going places, so I wouldn't miss out. Who's to know? And as for the Gateway, no bi-weekly networking meeting tonight. We're going to be traveling, doing some different things. And then we will also, while we're talking about cancellation stuff like that, no Friday show tomorrow, no Forge and Fuel. So this is our last show of the week. Just some weird stuff with internet and me and DZ being in the same spot and all this yada, 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 yada. So just too much to figure out. So only 4 shows this week, and we'll be back to you live in prime time on Monday morning. Same time, same place. Plenty of clips coming out over the next few days. Obviously, now you have a nice category, a catalog where you can go back and watch the shows again, or maybe some of the short-form videos that I've put out there. Who's to say? Who's to know? There's plenty of other stuff for you to watch, so make sure you do that over the next few days. There was no Decoding the Divide yesterday, if you guys are looking for it. Didn't put that out, just got super busy packing up, getting everything all rocking and rolling, so there's that for you. I will put a couple announcements in the Gateway as far as all of this stuff too, if you guys are in there, just to keep you up to date, and for anybody that's not tuned in live. Outside of that, if you're looking for any pertinent links, merch, websites, podcast directories, anything in between, you can find it all in this episode's description, whether you're watching or listening. It is all located in the description. And if you wouldn't mind, and if you haven't already, maybe hit a subscribe button. We certainly appreciate the hell out of you for subscribing to our shows and to our channels. Maybe turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any shows, any content dropping on our channels. Maybe hit a like. Maybe hit a share, maybe leave a comment, maybe hit a heart, maybe hit a repost, maybe hit a quote post, maybe leave a rating, maybe give us a follow. Whatever buttons are on your screen, just smash the absolute hell out of them. And we cannot tell you how much we appreciate the hell out of that, because it just keeps us growing and flowing. And it only helps me and the guy over there, Swirl One, build this show and all the shows that fall under the DHMG umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. But my friends, that's all we got today. So I suppose all that's left to do is remind each and every one of you that number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow. And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for showing up at J&J. Nope, Forge and Fuel. There's a little J&J slip. Oh, a little Freudian slip one time for the one time. Thanks for showing up to Forge and Fuel this morning and investing your time here on this fine morning program. We can't thank you enough, and we'll continue to pay it back to you and give you that high-quality ROI by showing up every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, baby. We ask you also remember that you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. Go hold the dough. Go share a smile with somebody. Go have that combo that nobody else will have. Set the standard. Be the change. Be a super soldier. Be the 1%. And hey, all of you OGs, thanks for being the Diamond Hand fan. For our Mr. Producer, Derek, DZ Snow, DEEZYY, for the co-host with the Mo-Os, PJ, Swirl One, Sparks, and for yours truly, Colton, Caps Roca. We can't thank you enough for tuning in to episode 616. We hope you have a tremendous rest of your Thursday, unless you have any other plans. We'll catch you on the flip side in another show, a space, a Discord, a VC, a DM group chat, hell, even the gateway, baby. Or maybe just here on this show. Same time, same place, Monday morning. But for now, my friends, enjoy your weekend. Peace and love.